Hello guys, welcome to Finstock. This is yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about disaster. We're going to be talking about disaster and crisis management course at Finstock EVarsity College. I'll be explaining you about the course, what it entails, what will be expected to learn, and what are some of the areas that you can work with this course. And let's start with about the course. So you find that disaster risk is considered as a combination of the severity and the frequency of a hazard, the number of people and the assets exposed to the hazard, their vulnerability to damage. So since we cannot reduce the severity of natural hazard, the main opportunity of reducing risk lies in reducing vulnerability and exposure. So on this training and on disaster and crisis management, we as a student, we learn on identification, understanding and measurement of disaster risks, and you'll be able to build your knowledge and skill in addressing an underlying risk driver and reduce disaster risk. So you lessen the vulnerability of communities, and consequently you'll be able to maintain the sustainability of development. So who are the target participants for this course? You'll be the training on disaster and risk management course is aimed at professionals now working mostly in humanitarian organizations and governments, funding agencies, research and non-government organizations responsible for this disaster risk duration. What is the course duration for this course? What is the course duration? So this is a short online course that will take you 1 to 4 months to complete, and immediately you complete your course you get a certificate. And then what will you learn by the end of this lesson, or by the end of this course? You'll be able to, number one, demonstrate an understanding of disaster risk reduction concept, that is causes and impacts of various hazards. You'll be able to conduct a risk analysis that effectively identify hazard, capabilities and vulnerabilities. You'll also be able to identify the stages of the disaster management cycle and appropriate activities on each state. And then you'll be able to describe the importance of using a participatory approach throughout the disaster management cycle. You'll be able to develop robust disaster risk response strategies and plan. You'll be able to understand the different approaches of mainstreaming disaster risk reduction in programs. And then what is the key? Let us look at the course outline. Number one, the key topics that we'll be covering is number one, key concept in this disaster risk reduction. We'll talk about overview of global regional perspective of hazards and disaster risk reduction. We'll also talk about introduction to Sendai framework for disaster risk reduction. We'll talk about hazard, vulnerability and capacity assessment in disaster risk management. We'll also talk about disaster preparedness, early warning and mitigation. We'll talk about community-based disaster risk management. We also talk about application of participatory disaster risk tools and techniques. And then we talk about developing the disaster risk management strategies and plan. We also talk about mainstreaming disaster risk and management into sectoral programs. And then another question is, what is the training approach? In this, at Finstock EVarsity College, we conduct our classes online via Zoom and Google Meet, where you find that once you are taught these things online via Google Meet and Zoom. And then certification is upon completion of the course, you're given a certificate. And so you find that these courses, they are tailor-made, where they find that they have been made to meet the students' needs, and their assessments, their exams at the end of the course, to assess how much you have understood about the course. So if you're interested in doing about the disaster and crisis management course at Finstock EVarsity College, do it online. Visit their website at www.finstockevarsity.com or call them at 0703 313 722 or send them an email at info@finstockevarsity.com. Make sure at the end of this video you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit on the notification button so that every time I upload a new video, you can always be notified. Until next time, goodbye.